Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite girl Munnoh. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful detachable Zara cap. If you're interested in seeing how I made it, please keep watching. For this tutorial, this is what I'll be needing to make this Zara cap. I'll be needing my mako. I have already gone ahead to cut out my mako. I'll be needing a silk fabric. So this is my silk fabric, my scissors, my measuring tape. So I'll be using this 2 inches crinoline. Then I'll be using 1 inch foam. I've already cut it out. We'll get to the measurement. The first thing I'm going to do is to locate the stretchy part of this fabric. So when you stretch it, you can see that this part stretches. So this is the back, this rough side is the back. So I'll be doing my marking on the wrong side. I have my fabric cut out in 2 places and it measures 28 inches by 7 inches. 28 inches by 7 inches. Please note that the 28 inches is cut along the stretchy part, because that's where your head circumference is going to be. So the 28 inches should be cut along the stretchy part, okay? For my cutout foam, I am using the 1 inch thickness and I have cut it in the measurement 23 inches by 2.5 inches. So 23 inches in length and 2.5 inches in width. The next thing I'm going to do is to place my foam in the middle of the fabric. I'm going to pinch my foam into 2 equal parts, okay? So it means I am folding it into 2. Then I'll place it in the center of the fabric and fold it into 2. I'll use my pin to hold it all the way down. Then I will take it to my sewing machine and sew it as close to the foam as possible. Not on top of the foam, please, but very close to the foam, as close as possible, okay? So I'll pin it all the way down, take it to my sewing machine and then sew it straight down. I'll do that and come back and show you. This is what they look like after sewing. The next thing I'm going to do is to place them on top of each other. I will use my pins to hold them securely together. Then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and then sew both of them together, this time closer to the foam as possible. Okay, I'll make sure that it is closer to the foam and then I'll sew it in such a way that my previous sewn line is not visible on the outside. This is what you should have if you followed the steps correctly. So the next thing I'm going to do is to weave that excess that is remaining, okay? You want to make sure that your job is very neat, so you use your weaving machine to weave it properly. That's the essence of leaving that excess fabric, so that you can have enough space to weave the inside. For the flower design that will be at the back of the Zara cap, I'm using this fabric that measures 6 inches by 60 inches. You can adjust your measurement to fit the fabric that you have. So if you have a 45 inches fabric, you can work with it. It only means that your flower is going to be smaller. If you have more than 60 inches, you can work with that. So decide how big or small you want your flower to be and then cut your fabric according to that size that you want to achieve, okay? Then I'm going to use this 2 inches crinoline to make the flower stand, if that makes sense. The next thing you're going to do is to place your 2 inches crinoline at the center of your fabric, then close it up. You can use your pins to hold the crinoline in place, but I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and then sew all the way down. Okay, so while sewing, make sure that you are sewing on top of the crinoline so that it holds the crinoline in place. You don't want your crinoline moving around. Okay, so sew on top of the crinoline and sew from beginning to the end of the fabric. I'll do that and come back to show you. This is it after sewing. So I have attached my crinoline inside. Now I am going to make running stitches. Trim out this end. I'm going to make running stitches starting from this end. Mark chapter 8 verse 36 says, "What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and lose his own soul?" Jesus is interested in everything you do. He's interested in your business and he's interested in your success. Give him a chance today. I'll keep doing that until I get to the other end. When I get to this end, I will go this way. Then I will pull everything together. So this is it. Go ahead and arrange it. Make sure that no rough edge is showing on the outside. So tack the whole thing together and your flower is ready to be used. This is it after weaving it and closing up the back. The next thing I'm going to do is to attach my flower to the back. If you notice, when I was closing the back, I closed it to the front, not to the back. Okay, so I did the joining to the front. That way, when I place my flower there, it's going to cover off all the rough edges. Okay, so go ahead and attach your flower to that back and you are done. Your beautiful detachable Zara cap is ready for you to rock it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share with your friends, leave me a comment in the comment section. If you have questions, please leave them for me and I'll be delighted to answer them. Until I come your way next time, stay safe and stay blessed.